Here's a game-changing mixing method that's going to transform your mixes in 2025. I learned this powerful mixing approach from one of my mentors years ago, and it's called the spotlight method. Think of an actor on the stage. When it's their line, the spotlight moves onto them, which subtly highlights to the audience which actor is speaking. And a mix works exactly the same way. There's always one sound in the spotlight at any given time. This is typically a lead instrument, whether that be vocals, guitars, synths, or something similar. You need this spotlight focus point throughout your mix because it's the thread that holds the listener's attention without them even realizing it. Here are the 3 best subtle ways to guide the mix's focus point without the listener noticing. Before we dive in, I want to let you know about some amazing deals I've got on for this Black Friday. If you want to deep dive into mixing and mastering, then check out my deep dive mixing and mastering courses that are now 80% off. These courses alone will give you everything you need to get far ahead of your competition going into 2025. Just go to streaky.com and you can see all of the offers there. Right, okay, let's get back to the spotlight method. So the first one I'm going to show you is a classic, which is side chaining. Now think of side chaining as a DJ at a party where as he speaks, he'll drop the volume so that you can hear him speaking over the sound of the music. It's exactly the same thing with side chaining. So what we want to do with this track that I've got here, to give you an example, is we have a guitar playing at the same time as the vocal. So when the vocal's in, we want the guitar to come down a bit, and then when the vocal goes out, we want it to come back up. So I'm using a plugin by Waves Factory called Track Spacer, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the vocal in the side chain, so that is on bus 70, and so what's going to happen is I'm going to set this so that every time the vocal comes in, this track spacer is on the guitar, so it's going to just pull the guitar down every time it gets triggered by the lead vocal.
Call me in the morning, I'll be on the way. Call me when you want, call me when you need. Call me out by your name, I'll be on the way. Like call me when you need, call me in the morning, I'll be on the way. Call me when you want, call me when you need. Call me out by your name, I'll be on the way. Like
so you can hear the fight is over. They're just having their space in the spotlight at the right time. Okay, the second one I'm going to show you is with automation. Now you can see on this track here, I've got a lead vocal, and as we go into this chorus section here, it's at 0. But before we get to the chorus section, it's at minus 2.2. The reason being is there's a lot going on in the chorus and we start losing the lead vocal to everything else that's in the chorus. So by giving it that extra 2.2 dB boost, it's going to just sit on top nicely and not lose its place. And you don't just do this for the lead vocal, you do this for any point of the mix where you want the spotlight to be on a different instrument. So for example, you might want to just pull out certain notes of a guitar so that they stand out more than something else, or snares and things like that as you go through the mix, just for that spotlight. Lift the vocal with a bit of automation. Let's hear how this sounds on this vocal.
if you live in your garden, you know that you can. Call me when you want, call me when you need. Call me in the morning, I'll be on the way. Call me when you want, call me when you need. Call me out by your name, I'll be on the way. Like
so the third one I'm going to show you is panning, and I'm going to show you it on this vocal track so that you can understand the difference between the backing vocals and the lead vocal and how we can pan them so that we can get some more spotlight on the main vocal in the center. So on this track, we've got 2 lead vocals that are straight center. The first one is like a higher nasally vocal. This is it.
call me when you want, call me when you need.
So you can hear it's a bit, you wouldn't want that on its own. So they added a warmer version as well underneath it.
Call me when you want, call me when you need. Call me in the morning, I'll be on the way.
But they sound quite thin and on their own in the middle. So what you want to do is just pan out the backing vocals, hard right, hard left. So these are the vocals panned hard left, hard right.
Call me when you want, call me when you need. Call me in the morning, I'll be on the way.
And then as soon as we add back the main vocal, you'll hear that because of the hard panning, we get a much more centered vocal, and then this is just holding it up.
Call me when you want, call me when you need. Call me in the morning, I'll be on the way. Call me when you want, call me when you need. Call me out by your name, I'll be on the way like.
So don't forget, all my courses and preset packs are currently 80% off for Black Friday. Just go to streaky.com and you can see them there. This next video that's coming up, it will show you how to get a professional sounding vocal every single time.